Okay, today we will discuss about relation and function. Okay, so before we proceed to the meaning of relation and function, so we must first discuss what is ordered pair numbers. Okay, so these numbers are connected to our topic for today. Okay, so an ordered pair number is a pair of numbers that go together. The numbers are written within a set of parentheses and separated by a comma. So we have here an example of ordered pair number. So within the parentheses, our first element is 4. Then separated by a comma, then the second element is 7. Okay, so lahat ng pares from the integers from negative to positive integers ay tinatawag na ordered pair number. So lagi silang magpartner. So take note class that the pair 7, 4 is not the same as 4, 7. Okay, so if we recall our past lesson about the plotting in the Cartesian plane, the x and y coordinates, pag plinat natin tong dalawang points na ito, they are different. Okay, so pag magkabaliktad sila, hindi sila magkapareho class. So tatandaan nyo yon. Okay, so sets of ordered pair numbers can represent relation. So lahat ng magkapares or lahat ng ordered pair number ay tinatawag na relation. Okay? Okay, so let's proceed to the meaning of relation. Okay? So a relation is any set of ordered pair numbers. Okay, so kagaya nung example natin kanina, ito mga example ng ordered pair numbers. So any integers from negative to positive integers ay tinatawag na ordered pair numbers. So sila ay relation. So itong this is the first ordered pair number. So the first element is 2 and the second element is 4. Okay, so 2 is in relation to 4. Okay, so our next example, so 3 is in relation to 5. Okay, and so on. Okay, so lahat ng mga ito ay tinatawag na relation. Okay, so the set of all first element is called the domain. Okay, take note of that class. So lahat ng first element, so 2, 3, 4, and negative 1 ay tinatawag na domain. Okay, so it is also called the x coordinate. So sila ay tinatawag ding x coordinate. So this is x and this is y. Okay, so as you recall the plotting of Cartesian plane, so laging nauuna ang x, then so sumusunod yung y. Okay, so the set of second element is called the range. Okay, so the second elements, the 4, 5, 6, 3 are called the range. Okay, so remember that class. So lahat ng second element sa ordered pair ay tinatawag na range. They are also called the y coordinates. Okay, so again, this is x, the first element, and the second element is y. Okay, so the first element is also called domain, and the second element is range. Okay. Okay, so we can represent all the relation by these three representation. So this is an example of a table. So we can also represent by a graph. Okay, so if we recall the plotting of points or plotting of x and y coordinates in the Cartesian plane in our previous years. So -2, so and 1 is this one. So we will always begin with the x intercept followed by the 1, which is here in the y intercept, positive 1. Okay, so this is -2 and 1. Okay, so the same procedure until we finish all the ordered pairs. Okay, so we can also represent by mapping diagram like this. Okay, so in identifying a relation, if it is a function or not, so we usually use this representation or this mapping diagram. Okay. Okay, so let us proceed to our main topic. So we will identify if the relation is a function or not a function. Okay, so first we will discuss what is a function. So a function associates each element in its domain with one and only one element in its range. Okay, so let us have example so that we can understand very well if the relation is a function or not a function. Okay, so let us have an example. So let us try to observe the functions and not functions. So from the first example class, so these elements are the domains and these elements are the range, or these are the x coordinates and the y coordinates. So as you have noticed class, so lahat sa domain may isang partner lang siya sa range. Okay, so 1 is mapped to 3, 2 is mapped to 4, 3 is mapped to 5, 4 is mapped to 6. So that's why it is called 1 to 1. So it is a function. So ang iisipin lang natin class, so basta importante yung mga elements ng domain ay may iisang partner lang sa range. Okay? So number 2, so makikita natin lahat ng elements ng domain may isang partner lang sa range. So makikita natin yung 2 at -2 may pinartneran lang silang isa, yung 4, pero it's okay, basta importante nasa range lang. Okay, so importante mag-isa lang siya rito sa domain. So that is called a function. So compared to the not functions, so makikita natin dito, ito yung mga x coordinates and the y coordinates, or these are the domain and these elements are the range. So yung 1 maps to 1, yung 9 maps to 3, then yung 9 uli nagmap sa negative 3, then yung 0 nagmap to 0. So as we notice, plus yung isang element dito sa domain nagmap sa dalawa sa range. Pag if this is the case, ito ay hindi na function. Basta ang isang element sa domain ay pinartneran niya ang dalawa o higit pa sa tatlo sa range, ay hindi na siya function. Okay, so if we compared here, pag ganito, pag sa range lang, walang problema. Basta importante mag-isa lang siya rito sa domain. So yan ay function. Okay, so kaya tinawag na one to many. So kasi iisa sa maraming partner. Okay, so hindi na siya function. So next, yung pang-apat na example natin. So yung 1 nagmap sa 4, yung 2 nagmap sa 4. Okay pa sana. Pero pagdating dun sa element na 3, nagmap sa 5. Tapos nagmap sa 6. Pag ganito, may isang element sa domain na nagmap sa dalawa o kaya tatlo na element sa range, hindi na siya magiging function. So, tinatawag siyang many to many. Okay? Okay, so let us have examples or activity. So, we will determine whether the following are functions or not a function. So, in letter A, it says here it is a function. Why? Okay, so let us explain why this relation is a function. Okay. Okay, so we have here example number 1 or letter A. So first, we will list down all the elements of the domain and range. So the domain, domains or the x coordinates are the first element of each of the ordered pair. So in the first ordered pair, the first element is 1. Okay, next is 2. Next is 3. Next is 4. Okay, so how about our range or the y coordinates? Okay, so range are the second element of each in the ordered pairs. Okay, so in this in the first ordered pair, so the second element is 2. Next is 3. Next is 4 and 5. Okay, so take note class that when listing the elements of both domain and range, get rid of duplicates. So if we see the same elements, we will write them only once. Okay, so the same elements are written only once. So in this case, there is no elements that are the same. So take note also that in writing them, you must write them in increasing order. So in this case, they are already arranged in increasing order. Okay, so now we will represent them by mapping. So that we will determine if it is a function or not a function. Okay, so we have here two mapping diagram. Okay, so we will list down all the elements of the domains here. Okay, this is domain and this is range. Okay, so domains are 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the range are 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now, so we will map them. So 1 maps to 2. So 1 maps to 2. Okay, next 2 maps to 3. 2 maps to 3. Then 3 maps to 4. So 3 maps to 4. And then the last one, 4 maps to 5. 4 maps to 5. So is this relation a function class? Okay, if your answer is yes, so that is correct. So you see that is the elements of the domain maps to only one element of the range. Okay, so this is called 1:1. So this is a function. Okay, so ang iisipin nyo lang class, basta't yung lahat ng elements, each of the elements of the domain maps only once. Okay, so may pinartneran lang silang isa. So it is a function. Okay? Okay, so let us proceed to our second example. So again, we will list down all the elements of the domain and range. Okay, so first, what are the elements of the domain or the x coordinates? So they are the first elements. So 1, 0, 2, and 4. So 1, 0, 2, and 4. Okay, how about the range? So they are the second element of the ordered pair. So 3, 3, 1, and 2. 3, 3, 1, and 2. Okay, then we will arrange them in increasing order. Okay, so take note of that class. So after listing the elements of the domain range, we will arrange them in increasing order. So here in the domain, so the smallest number is 0, followed by 1, then 2 and 4. Okay, so in our range, so the smallest number is 1, followed by 2 and 3. Okay, so in listing the elements, we will write the we will get rid of duplicates. So it means to say that the same elements are written only once. So as you have noticed, in our range there are two the same elements, which is 3. Okay, so we will write it only once. Okay, so now we will map them by the mapping diagram, by representation of a mapping diagram, to see if the relation is a function or not a function. Okay, these are the elements of the domain, and these are range. Okay, so the elements of the domain is 0, 1, 2, and 4. 0, 1, 2, and 4. And the elements of the range is 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So now we will map them. So 1 maps to 3. So 1 maps to 3. Then 0 maps to 3. Then 0 maps again to 3. Okay, then next 2 maps to 1. Okay, 2 maps to 1. Then the last one, 4 maps to 2. Okay, 4 maps to 2. So is this relation a function or not a function? Okay, if your answer is a function, that is correct. Okay, so why? So as you have noticed, the elements of the domain maps to only one elements in the range. Okay, so ang iisipin lang class, basta't lahat ng elements ng domain ay may isang partner sa range. Okay, so mapapansin natin yung 0 nagmap sa 3, yung 1 nagmap din sa 3. So this is still a function, it's all right. So wag lang madoble dito sa domain. Once may madoble dito sa domain, nagpartner siya ng isa o kaya dalawa or higit pa sa dalawa sa range, ay magiging not function na siya. Okay, so ito, it's okay pag sa range siya, wag lang dito madoble sa domain. Okay. Okay class, so let us proceed to our third example. So again, we will list down all the elements of the domain and range. Okay, so the elements of the domains are the first element. So 1, 2, 1, and 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, and 4. So our range is the second elements, which is 6, 5, 9, and 3. Okay, so 6, 5, 9, and 3. Okay, so now we will arrange them in ascending order. Okay, so in our domain, so the smallest number is 1, followed by 2 and 4. Okay, so as we have noticed, there is elements that are the same. So 1 and this one. So we will write it only once. Okay, so in our range, so the smallest number is 3, followed by 5, then 6, then 9. Okay, now we will represent them in a mapping diagram to see or to find out if the relation is a function or not a function. Okay, so the elements of the domains are 1, 2, and 4. So 1, 2, and 4. Then our range is 3, 5, 6, 9. So 3, 5, 6, and 9. Now we will map them. So 1 maps to 6. So 1 maps to 6. Next, 2 maps to 5. Okay, so 2 maps to 5. Next, 1 maps to 9. Okay, 1 maps to 9. Then next is 4 maps to 3. Okay, so 4 maps to 3. Okay, so is this a function or not a function? Okay, if your answer is not a function, that is correct. Okay, why? So as we have noticed, one of the element of the domain maps to two elements of the range. Okay, so yung isang element is may dalawang partner sa range. So if this is the case, so this is not a function anymore. Okay, so compared sa second example natin kanina, so dito yung nadoble sa range, it's okay. Okay, now naman dito nadoble yung isa sa domain. Okay, so this is not a function anymore. Okay, class, so I hope you understand our lesson in relation and function. So I hope that you know how to determine if the relation is a function or not a function. Okay. Okay, so our next topic or lesson is on how to evaluate a function rule. Okay, to evaluate a function rule, just substitute the value in for x and solve for y. So we have examples. So here, evaluate the given function rules for f2, which is read as let x equals 2. So our example number 1, okay. So okay, so from our first example, so in evaluating a function rule, so our given is f of 2. Okay, then our function is f of x. F respect to x is equals to x plus 5. So this is our function. Okay, so whenever you see given like this, f, then inside the parenthesis is 2, this means to say that x is equals to 2. Okay, Then this function f of x is dy intercept or dy coordinate. So y is equals to x plus 5. So what will we do? So we will just substitute the value of x from the given function or expression. Okay, so y is equals to x, which is 2, plus 5. So our y-intercept is equals to 7. Okay, so our function or our ordered pair is x is 2 and 7. Okay, so this is our function or the ordered pair. Okay, so 2 is the x-intercept and y is equals to 7. Okay, so our next example. Okay, so our next example is the given function is 2x minus 1. Okay, so the same, we will get f of 2. So again, this means to say that f of 2 is equals x equals to 2. Okay, so just always remember, class, if the given is in the form of like this and close with the parenthesis the number, so this means to say that x is equals to 2. Okay, so again, our function f of x is the y coordinate or the y-intercept. Okay, so y is equals to 2x minus 1. Okay, so next again, we will just substitute the value of x from the given function or expression. So 2 times x, which is 2, minus 1. Okay, so y equals to 2 times 2 equals 4 minus 1. So our final answer is 3. Okay, so this is the y-intercept equals to 3. So our ordered pair is 2 and 3. Okay, so this is the x-intercept, this is this one, and the y-intercept is 3, which is this one. Okay, so our last example. So our given expression is negative x plus 2. Okay, so again, f of x or f respect to x is dy intercept. So by substitution, so negative x, so negative 2 plus 2, this one. Okay, so negative 2, so x is 2, then plus 2. Okay, so our final answer is negative 2 plus 2 equals to 0. So our ordered pair of the function is 2 and 0. So 2, this one, x, and y is 0. Okay, so this is the x-intercept and this is the y-intercept. Okay. Okay, class, how about if when f of x is equals a number, Okay, let's say the given is f of x equals to 2. So mapapansin natin class, hindi na siya nasa loob ng parenthesis. Yung kanina, unang example, nasa loob siya ng parenthesis. So ngayon naman ang given natin ay nasa labas na siya, 2. Okay, so take note that f of 2 is not equal to this one. F of x is equals to 2. So magkaiba sila class. Yung unang example natin nasa loob ng parenthesis. Ngayon naman nasa labas na siya. Okay? So lagi nating sinasabi kanina na ang f of x is the y coordinate or the y intercept. So y is equals to 2. Okay? So let us have a given function. So let's say ang hanapin nating function, f of x is equals to x plus 5. Okay? So what will we do? So again, f of x is equals to the y intercept or y coordinate. So y is equals to x plus 5. Okay. So anong gagawin natin? So we will substitute. So the value of y is 2. This one. So 2 is equals to bring down the expression x plus 5. So next, we will to get the answer or to get the x variable, so we will transpose positive 5 to the other side. Okay, so 2, so positive side, positive 5 will become negative 5. So we will transpose to the other side. So it's equals to x. Okay, so what is the answer? Or what is the value of our x intercept or x coordinate? So 2 minus 5 is equals to negative 3. Okay, so negative 3 because 5 is the bigger value, so we will just get the sign of the bigger value. Okay, so ang coordinates natin is negative 3 and 2. Okay, so this is the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So itong ordered pair natin. Okay, so let's have another example. So the same, our f of x is equals to 2. So ang hahanapin natin is ito ang function na hanapin natin, 2x minus 1. Okay, so ito ang hahanapin natin. So again, f of x, ito ang y-intercept natin, is equals to 2. Okay? So f of x, yan ang y-intercept. Okay? So f of x, so this is y, is equals to 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. Okay, so ano gagawin natin? So we will substitute again the value of y, which is 2. So 2 is equals to 2x minus 1. So next, so we will transpose negative 1 to the other side. So 2 negative 1 will become positive 1 is equals to 2x. Okay, so 2 plus 1 equals to 3 is equals to 2x. Okay, so is this the final answer? Okay, so this is not yet the final answer. Okay, so what will we do? 3x equals 2x. So we will divide both sides to get the variable x. Okay, so we will divide this one by 2 and also the other side. Okay, so this 2 is cancelled. So ang maiiwan, x is equals to 3 halves. Okay, so this is our final answer. So our coordinates or our ordered pair is 3 halves at 2. Okay, so ito ang ordered pair natin. Ito ang x-intercept natin, which is this one, and 2 is this one. Okay, so next example. So the same pa rin. So our f with respect to x is equals to 2. So f of x is our y, then is equals to 2. Okay, so ang hahanapin nating function, f of x is equals to negative x plus 7. So ito naman ang hahanapin natin ngayon. Okay, so again, f of x is dy, coordinate. So y is equals to negative x plus 7. Okay, so again, we will substitute the value of y, which is 2, is equals to negative x. We will just bring down the expression. Okay, so what's next? So we will transpose positive 7 to the other side. So this will become negative 7. Okay, 2, this one, negative 7 is equals to negative x. Okay, so negative x. Okay, so negative x. So 2 minus 7 is negative 5 equals to negative x. So negative 5 is equals to negative x. So this negative x is considered negative 1x. Negative 1x. So to get the value of variable x, let's divide both sides by 1. Okay, so this is cancelled. So our final answer is negative 5 divided by negative 1 is 5. Okay, so our coordinates are 5 and 2. Okay, so 5 is our x and 2 is our y. Okay, so how about if we evaluate multiple values? Okay, so example, find the range of the function f of x is equals to negative 3x plus 2 if the domains are negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so these are the domains or the x coordinates. Okay, so we will find the range or the y coordinates. Okay, so f of x is equals to negative 3x plus 2. Okay, so this f of x is the y coordinates. So negative 3x plus 2. Okay, so we will just substitute these elements on the expression or on the function x variable. Okay, so y equals to negative 3 times we will substitute first the negative 1. Okay, so negative 1 plus 2. Okay, so y is equals to negative 3 times negative 1 is 3 plus 2. Okay, so our y is equals to 5. Okay, so this is the first range. Okay, so our first range is equals to 5. Okay, so next we will substitute the element 0. Okay, so f of x is our y coordinate, so negative 3x plus 2. Okay, so our y is equals to negative 3 times 0 plus 2. Okay, so our y is equals to negative 3 times 0 is 0 plus 2. Okay, so our y is 2. Okay, so our next range is 2. Okay, so we will substitute the positive 1. Okay, so y is equals to negative 3 x plus 2. Okay, so y is equals to negative 3 times the third element 1 plus 2. Okay, so y is equals to negative 3 times 1 equals to negative 3 plus 2. So our third range is equals to negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Okay, so y negative 1. So we get the sign of the greater value 3. Okay, so our third range is equals to negative 1. Okay, so next we will substitute the value of the last element of the domain 2. Okay, so negative 3 times 2 plus 2. Okay, so y is equals to negative 3 times 2 is negative 6 plus 2. Okay, so y is equals to negative 6 plus 2, so negative 4. Okay, so our fourth value is negative 4. Okay, so our range, is 5 to negative 1 and negative 4. So these are the value of range. Okay, so how about finding the domain values? While ago we find the range values. Now we will find the domain values of the function. Okay, so our function is 2x minus 7. Okay, so these values are the range or the y coordinates. Okay, so f of x is our y, so 2x minus 7. Okay, so what will we do? So we will just substitute the values of y, which is negative 3, negative 2, and 4. So we will just substitute here in the y variable. So we will substitute first negative 3. So negative 3 is equals to 2x minus 7. Okay, so by transposition, so we will transpose negative 7 to the other side. So negative 3, so negative 7 will become positive 7 is equals to 2x. Okay, so negative 3 plus 7 is 4 is equals to 2x. Okay, so 4 equals to 2x. So next, we will divide both sides by 2 to get the value of x. Okay, so this is cancelled. So our x is equals to 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, so our first domain is 2. Okay, so next we will get the value. We will substitute the element negative 2. Okay, okay, so y is negative 2. So negative 2 is equals to 2x minus 7. Okay, so negative 2 is equals to 2x. By transposition, negative 7 to the other sides will become positive 7 is equals to 2x. Okay, so negative 2 plus 7 is 5, positive 5 is equals to 2x. Okay, so 5 is equals to 2x. So we will divide both sides by 2 to get the variable x. Okay, so this is cancelled. So our x is equals to 5 all over 2. Okay, so our x is equals to 5 all over 2. Okay, so our next domain is 5 all over 2. Okay, so next we will substitute the value of 4 or the value of y, which is 4, the last element. Okay, so y is 4. Okay, so 4 is equals to 2x minus 7. Okay, so by transposition, so 4 negative 7 will become positive 7, 2x. Okay, okay, so 4 plus 7 is 11 is equals to 2x. Okay, so 11 equals to 2x. Okay, so we will divide both sides by 2 again. So this is cancelled. So our third domain is 11 all over 2. Okay, so our last domain is 11 all over 2. Okay, so the values of domain of our domain. Okay, so the values of our domain is 2, 5 all over 2, and 11 all over 2. So these are the values of our domain. Okay. Okay, now, so we will go to the operation with function. So in this lesson, we need to use the 4 arithmetic operation, which is plus, or the plus, or the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So first, we will use the addition. So the formula is this one. So f plus g times x. Okay, so this is the same as f of x plus g of x. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, so let's have an example. So our function is f of x is equals to 2x plus 3, and our g of x is equals to x squared. Okay, so our formula is f plus g times x. So this is also the same as this one, f of x plus g of x. F of x plus g of x. Okay, so what will we do? We will just substitute the value of the expressions, the given expressions, 2x plus 3 and x squared. So what is our f of x? So 2x plus 3. Okay, so 2x plus 3. So plus gx. So what is the value of our gx? Is equals to x squared. Okay, so x squares. Okay, so by simplifying, so we will combine like terms, but there is no like terms. So our final answer is x squared plus 2x plus 3. Okay, this is the final answer. Okay. Okay, so next we will use the subtraction. Okay. Okay, sometimes we need also to combine like terms. Okay, combine like terms. For example, so our f of x value is equals to 5x plus 1, and our g of x is equals to 3x minus 2. Okay, so by our formula, f plus g times x is the same as f of x plus g of x. So this is addition class. Okay, so what will we do? We will just substitute the value of f of x and g of x. So our f of x is 5x plus 1, 5x plus 1, plus g of x is 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2. Okay, so in combining like terms, so as we have noticed, we have like terms here, 5x and 3x. Okay, so we will combine like terms, 5x plus 3x plus 1 minus 2. Okay, so 5x plus 3x is equals to 8x. So positive 1 minus 2 is equals to negative 1. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay. Okay, now, so we will use the operation with function, so by using the subtraction. A while ago, we already finished the addition. Now, we will use subtraction. Okay, so this is the formula for the subtraction for the operation of function. Okay, so we have example. So this is the value or the value of our function f of x is equals to 2x plus 3, and our g with respect to x is equals to x squared. Okay, so our formula f minus g of x, this one, is the same as f of x minus g of x. So what will we do? So we will just simply substitute the value of the functions, okay, which is 2x plus 3 and x squared. So the value of f of x is 2x plus 3. So minus the value of gx is x squared. Okay. So what is our final answer? So our final answer is x squared plus 2x plus 3, since we cannot combine like terms. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, so next we will go to the multiplication of the operation with function. Okay, so now we will go to the multiplication of the operation with function. Okay, so our formula is f times g of times x is equals to, so this is the same as f of x times g of x. So this period is a symbol of multiplication. Okay, so let's have example. So the value of our function x, f of x is equals to 2x plus 3, and our g of x is equals to x squared. So what will we do? So this is our formula, f times g times x is also the same as f of x times g of x, this one. So we will just substitute the value of our f of x. So f of x is 2x plus 3 times, or close and open parenthesis, we will use parenthesis for the multiplication, times what is our g of x is equals to x squared. Okay, so next, what will we do? Okay, so by the rule of multiplication of exponents, so we will multiply 2x times x squared is equals to 2x cubed. Okay, so we will by the exponent rule, we will just add their exponents. Okay, so that's why it become 3 to the power of 3. Okay, plus 3 x squared, 3 times x squared. Okay, so 3x squared. Okay, so by simplifying, so there is no more like terms, so this is the final answer. Okay, so remember class, in multiplication, we need to do the FOIL method. Okay, we will multiply the first term by the x squared, then next is the 3 by the x squared. Okay, now we will go to the division of the operation with function. Okay, so we will use division. So this is the formula. F all over g times x is the same as f of x divided by g of x. So this is the formula. Okay, so we have example, the same value. So our f of x is equals to 2x plus 3, and our g of x is equals to the x squared. So what will we do? So our formula is f of x is equals to g of x. Okay, so by substitution, we will just substitute the value of f of x, so which is 2x plus 3. So 2x plus 3 all over the value of g of x is equals to x squared. Okay, so by simplifying, since we don't have like terms to divide, so this is the final answer. Okay.